All right, the final thing I want to get into. So I think there's a difference between trap and rap.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think trap is good for black community,
Yep. I agree.
but I think rap is.
Yeah, you're talking about like J. Cole is rap. Trap would be
Lil Uzi Vert, like
good lord, like Lil Durk.
Lil Durk.
Lil Durk could be trap. Rap would be J. Cole.
Anything with little in front, I'm just kidding.
All right, no, most of the time though, if we're being honest, yeah. All right, so go ahead.
I don't think I think the tough part about music right now, especially hip hop, because I don't even listen to hip hop like I used to.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough because
They all cap.
trap is someone should explain this to me, and I think he explained it really well. Rap is rhythm and poetry. And the real key thing is the poetry beside things of really trying to get the message out.
Yep.
Trap is the not thoughtless. The way he tried to explain it is that it's not it's thoughtless rhythm and poetry. It's just the feeling, the anger, the raw tapped in emotions of just like your situation, being inside this place that you're just letting it out, and there's no. It's just raw in a way. I mean, I don't know how to put it in that sense, but like that's the best way. But what's happening is that kind of the same thing I feel like when it comes to like the LGBTQ type of aspect is that rap has enveloped trap and it just became the same thing. Mm-hmm. And so people are having a hard time determining like what is really rap and what is and that's why I think the separation of the two is. So I think rap is very good for black community. Mm-hmm. I think trap though. It's unless it's who is that guy? There's a guy who he raps, but he always talks about like how the struggle.
Lil Baby?
No.
A lot of rappers talk about the struggle. You got to be
no, but not idolizes it. He talks about it as if like, I'll pull it up. Go. But what is your opinion on kind of rap in the community and how that how the correlation has gone with it? Like, do you think it's a benefit or a negative?
Honestly, I think rap right now is a negative.
In general?
In general.
Really?
Because most people, they're capping. They're talking about stuff that's not real. Most of the stuff they talk about is not real. So, I got 3 girls. Like, the average person doesn't have 3 girls. And you're telling me I need to have 3 girls. Like, it's not real. The money, the house, the cars, the jewelry, it's not real. The average American doesn't have that. So, it's like they're rapping about a fantasy. And I think it really poisons the black community, especially when you're talking about murder. I'm all for somebody telling a story like if my brother died and I'm rapping about it. And I'm telling that to show people, hey, this is my light. This is how I grew up. And this is my story. And I hope this reaches somebody. But I'm not for talking about you killing your ops. I'm not for none of that, bro. It poisons the young black kid who's in the hood who already lives in a bad environment. So I'm 100% against it. I'm against them pushing poison to poison young black kids and kids of color who already grow up in a toxic environment.
Again, I think this is where I get... See, I think one of the things that I definitely do struggle with, which I think you're exploiting right now, very well, I might say, is that, again, I don't think you should do it, but I'm okay with people who do it. And I think this is where it's dangerous, right? If I had kids, I just would be very like, hey, look, man, like, you have to really monitor your kids and what's going on with them, right? But there is a good outlet for them to have and to be able to find a community that they can feel the pain or sorrow. Like if I had a kid who's handicapped, I do want them to have a handicapped community, but I don't want them to feel handicapped. Does that make sense? I want my kid to feel like, okay, hey, you can be around normal kids and have fun just like them. Yes, you are handicapped. Yes, you are a man. You want to be a girl. Like, but you can still hang out with these people and be able to, but I want them to feel like that handicapped kid doesn't have to feel restricted. I feel the same with when it comes to trap music. I feel like there's people in this world who don't have because OG like rap artists were like reading dictionaries. Like
literally.
If you talk to like the old school, that's what they literally would be in. They're in the lab, especially like when you talk like Wu-Tang Clan and you're talking about somebody like old school, East Coast, like, rappers. They're sitting there memorizing the dictionary, because they're wordsmiths. Like like crazy.
I think that was cool. Now
That
it's
was
out
amazing.
of hand. Bro, it's out of hand now, man. I know when I listen to trap, I want to fight. That's just me, though. I know when I listen to Lil Durk, I want to go fight somebody. I don't think the average person listening to trap is like this. Cool, that's it, and it's out of my head. I think that stuff sticks with you, man. It sticks with you in some way, shape, or form.
Do you remember the it's been a year since it happened. The sickle world where he like all these kids were
Yes.
dying?
I don't like Travis after that.
Travis, yeah.
He's a lame for that, bro. People died. Niggas died. People's kids didn't make it home because you want to have some weird-ass worship concert where people are hypnotized and asking for help, and you're saying the show must go on. What, bro? That's a whole nother conversation. The average black person doesn't do that, so I don't know what kind of black people he grew up around, but me and my niggas, we don't act like that, bro. Travis is a weirdo for that. People died, bro. And it's like they just forgot.
Yeah,
There's some mom who is still mourning right now. I'm not with that, man. One thing about me, and this is how I grew up around gangbanging, I'm not with some weird stuff. Some stuff is just weird and I'm not with it. I'm not with that at all, bro. People lost their life, man. That's no joke. And Travis still dropping music like he's cool. You're a weirdo if you support him. People died at his concert, bro. What? And to get even further, parents are weird for letting their kids go to the concert. So it's really on the parent for letting a 13-year-old go to the concert. That's weird, bro. I'm not with that weird stuff, bro. I'm not with the weird cult-like stuff and some of these rappers and what they do. It's weird, bro. Travis was weird that day. I don't care what nobody says. He's in some nonsense behind the scenes that people don't want to talk about.
Whoa, that's a
He's weird, bro.
That's a hell of a. I think I know where you're
Accusation?
going.
I
Yeah,
know.
I know. I think
He's
I know where you're
weird though,
going there.
bro. It's like he had no empathy after it happened, bro. And that video he posted, it's like he had no empathy, like it was rehearsed. He's weird for that, bro. Either his grandma didn't raise him right, or his mama didn't do a good job, or his dad didn't do a good job. Somebody dropped the ball when he was a kid, bro. He's not like that. He's like that for a reason, bro. For real. That was so weird to me.
So why and how, if that's the case, 1, 2, 3 people dropped the ball.
Drop the ball.
Millions upon millions of people follow him. Millions upon million people want to go and see his shows.
If you follow him, that shows that you have a lack of a moral compass.
I don't think that's the case. I just think, back to what I was saying earlier, that I think there's a attractiveness to pain. Misery loves company. And I think that's the goal. The goal is like you feel this pain inside. You don't know, no one else around you can understand. So you find your clique, your community.
And that don't make it right, though.
I'm not saying that makes it right.
That's like me. I hosted a party last year, and a bunch of people died. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Do you think you would still feel the same way towards me?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then. I rest my case, bro. See, that's what I'm talking about.
But then, how does millions of people still follow it? That's why I think this is where we get into the weeds with things like oh, there's this huge back end, craziness going on. I agree with you, but you have these huge young community who are influenced.
I'll be honest. I know the answer. I believe from 1 to 18, that's on the parent, bro. If my marriage is bad, it's on me as the man. If my son is cutting up, it's on me as the man. Men have shoulders. We are designed to create and carry weight. So that is on the parents of why these kids are attracted to Travis. Point blank, period. I'm not attracted to Travis.
It's a $1 trillion industry.
I've had an involved dad. So there's some stuff I don't even go for, bro. And it's because of my dad's physical presence my whole life and him being in front of me. So I know what to be, what I can see. That is the answer, bro. It's on the parents. It's completely on the parents. That your 10-year-old listens to his album after that massacre happened last year. It's on the parents, bro.
How do you control that, dude? How do you control
You have to be, you can't be a perfect parent. I'm learning that. But you have to know, you have to have a moral compass. I'm sorry, but most of these topics come down to live your life, loving your neighbor, loving yourself. I believe if you live, I'm not talking about liberal, conservative, left or right. I believe if you live a more conservative life, your life will be better and you'll have a better peace of mind Because I think when you have this free-flowing liberal perspective, you don't know what's up and what's down. It's like just blowing with the breeze. Where at least when you're a conservative, you have some hard concrete foundation. Love your wife. Love your kids. There's magic in being married. There's magic in being regular. There's magic in working a normal 9 to 5. There's magic in coming home and seeing your wife and kids and your dog. There's magic in that. That's what conservatism is grounded in. There's magic in that.
So then let me you have farmers. That's what the dream is, right? I'm gonna tend my land, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna plant myself, I'm gonna sow my, I'm gonna eat.
I think there's magic in that, bro.
That's not the way the world is, man. The technology of life is gonna be. I don't think really perspective of a lot of people understand. Not even 20 years, 20-something years. No, not even 30 years ago. Phones were in suitcases. I don't even think a phone was invented.
Yeah.
Now we have literally people who are able to go and call phones from a watch.
Yep.
From a watch. You can watch TV, do everything from a literal watch. You can do it on your glasses.
It's a blessing we have that technology.
You have a metaverse where you can enter inside of the computer and go. See, we're well past the whole traditional of kids don't want to see. They're not interested in that.
We still need that, though. I'm going to go back to your argument. We still need the bag boy.
We still need the farmer.
We still need the farmer.
So
you're saying we're past it. We're not past it because we don't survive without going to the grocery store.
Who's going to romanticize the farmer? Who's going to be like, man, I can't wait to be a farmer?
Watch this. You do. You want to know why?
Shoot.
Because you eat every day.
Facts, but
So you romanticize the farmer.
No, the farmer needs to do a better job at trying to make it awesome to be a farmer. If you want to go, the farmer got to pick up a cell phone. The farmer got to go get in more technology. Everyone has to grow.
Yes.
Yes, you have to become a tech. Okay, so
you romanticize the farmer because if you didn't, you would stop eating.
But that's I understand. But when I pointed,
so you love the farmer,
of course. But my point is that these kids, right? And I know, right? When I was a kid, these kids are watching these stars. They're watching these people like, man, look at that life. Look at what they get. Look at all the right. And it's not like you can go and just be like, hey, son, listen, that shit is not real. Dad, look at it. It's right there. It's real. Like, it's
not real.
But again,
because the average person who has a business,
I know that.
You have to build it. So when they show this instant success, all these chains, all these cars, that's not real. It was not overnight. I don't like how social media glamorizes like it happens. I'm like, people cap. I made $20 million on my couch today. Like, I see all these ads. Yeah, pick up your phone. What are you doing? I got them on a private jet. Bro, you're lying. That was probably years of stuff. You're just now recording it. So I don't like how social media glamorizes this instant success thing. It's not true.
So back to my question. Even if you do believe that rap music as causing people, right? Because I agree, I agree that rap music is causing people to go in, especially children, right? It's not beneficial. But to say that in general that's like going back to the day and saying that Wu-Tang Clan was bad for people.
No.
But
I'm agreeing with you on that.
I wish that time,
still that. I wish it was that.
But at that time, people were saying the same thing. At that time, they were like, "Yo, man, Wu-Tang Clan is really bad." But look what Wu-Tang Clan took us. It took us now to where we are now. You cannot deny that they laid the road to get closer to where we are today.
I agree.
So my point is saying that trap music, rap music, it's always and will always be the reflection of the time, reflection of what people feel at that time, right? Just like rock was at its time and metal came and, rap and trap, the next thing will come, the next cycle will come. It just will be it'll be what it is. Do I agree with it? No, but it is what it is. You literally can't, you buy your kid a phone, it's over. It's GG. The phone raises your kid. If you're at a point where you have these influencers who are raising your own, it's so out of control. There's so little you have control unless you have a lot of money. Unless you have a lot of money and can put your kid through a private teacher and a private school, you have no control.
I'm still gonna raise my kid.
I think it's so hard. I think it was so hard to keep watching. Oh, that song looks interesting, and then it's so hard to control it. That's why I'm saying, yes, I think there's good rap. I think there's good trap. And my goal, if I could, if the graces of God, is that I've tweaked my kid's algorithm. I know I'll just talk to Elon and be like, yo, listen, look. Yep. His Twitter account, I need you to just push, I need to get, you gotta be Trump.
By the way, you can tweak the algorithm. I've done it on my own phone.
It's. I mean, how long it took?
2 years.
It's fucking what?
I did it 2 years.
But your kids sitting there alone at night just swiping through stuff? Like you can't control what your kid watches, man. Literally, there's actual on TikTok. There's actual kids talking about if you want to kill yourself, hey, we all it's happening right here, yeah. and you're. I mean, it's so unfathomable. Like that's why I'm just like it's I'm crazy. It's how in the world, does an average parent stop their kids from being to do and become whoever they want to become? I think all you can do is not force them to make choices, but try your best to give them the psychology and the philosophy and the tools to be able to make the best decision for themselves. I think that's all you can do.
Or you can just be it in front of them.
And
that's all I saw my dad do. I feel like I'm literally a copycat of him.
And you look up to your dad, right?
Yeah. And my dad's pretty quiet too.
I wonder if kids look up to their parents. I wonder. I think that's the question, right? Do these kids, actually, that'd be a really good survey. Who do you look up to? And just seeing if any of them see the percentage that mentions their parents. And I think that actually might have convinced me. That might have been it. Because I think that is the question. Because you look up to someone on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook. But
I only look up to him. I don't look up to nobody else, honestly. Not Trump or anybody. I look up to my dad. Anytime I make most of my moves, I'm like, what will my dad do? And I think back. Guess what I do, though? I think back to a real situation of what he did. So we're in Oklahoma. It's cold. He drops me off at college. First day. There's a woman on the side of the freeway. He goes, you got $20? I go, no, I don't got any cash. He goes, all right, I got it. And he gave her $20. I think about that. But when I think about what will my dad do, I think about real situations because it's hard to be. It's easy to be what you can see. So that's what I do when I make all my moves. How will my dad do it? Oh, I remember my dad did this. I remember one time my dad moved this person in from the Bahamas so they can come here, and then they got the legal paperwork, and now he's married and has kids. But they lived in our garage. So I'm so for having my house open and people coming over and me sharing meals with them. I look up to my dad. But yeah, the average person probably doesn't.
My dad was always been involved. I look at my dad as well. I think that there's a large community of people who are looking up to someone and who can understand what it feels like to be in their position. And music just has a way of doing that to you, and especially rap. Rhythm and poetry has a really good way of doing it to you. Mm-hmm. But I just think that what has happened is that there's now the middle class is gone, and you're now talking about this super low, you're talking about the low class. Mm-hmm. Trap is the trap is I think it has to be a multi-billion, at least $1 trillion industry. It has to be.
It's crazy, bro. But
that's what I'm just saying. No one's listening to that. I mean, it's hard for me. I go, it's crazy. I was on my phone today and I just got a message from iTunes saying, hey, look, we're going to charge you more, another $1. I'm like, motherfucker. And then I was like, all right, whatever. So I looked at the 3 sections. There's 3 sections I always go on, right? Dance, electronic, and then rap. That's the only thing I do. But they call it rap, right? Or hip hop, which was the way the term.
Yeah.
But if you go on rap, and I'm looking at artists like Nas just dropped the album. It's not that the album's bad. Oh my God, it's a great album. Nas's album is great. But you just look, it's just all the artists are just trap artists. It's just people are in so much pain. It's
people
pain.
Want to hear killing. Let's just call it what it is. People want to hear about killing, ops, and bodies. That's what people want to hear about. That doesn't mean it's right. That shows something's going on in the home where they're not raising you right. Anytime I play rap music growing up, trap, my dad would be like, turn that off. He would tell me, turn that off. And I'll be like, man, why is he being a lame? I want to listen to it. Now that I'm older, I understand it. Because it puts something inside you and it creates something inside you. But he would tell me that. We don't listen to that. Nope, turn that off.
Yeah, my dad did the same. He would only play electronic music. And I love electronic music because of my father. Yep. I love my dad.
My son likes jazz. He doesn't even like rap.
Yo.
He likes jazz.
Get excited.
And I'm like, wow, this could be cool. What if I just don't give him rap?
Just throw a saxophone in his
What
hand.
if I make him a beast, though, a hooper, a football player? When he sees you, he runs you over. And he does all that without the influence of rap music. That's deep, bro.
That's deep.
That's deep.
That's deep.
What if I make him a beast of a man without, and you say, you don't listen to Lil Durk, and he's like, wait, who's that? Man, I thought you listened to Durk because the way you smacked that dude on the football field, bro, you had a lot of aggression in you. It's all about how you raise them, man. Just be it in front of them. Just be it, bro.
So let me ask you a question. I'm gonna final question because I know it's getting late. But I have a final question then. So what do you say to those average parents who are like to working 2 jobs, 3 jobs?
Get your house in order and prioritize your kids. Get your house in order. You're tired. Get off work and prioritize your damn kids. Like my dad prioritized me. It's on you.
I agree. Actually, I was hoping. I'll see if you're gonna be like, well, we got them social programs that can help.
It's on the parent. Everything else, church and community, comes afterwards. I adjusted last night. I'm not a romantic at all. Not at all. And I think that's just growing up around hood niggas.
Sure.
And I was like, what am I doing? My marriage is gonna die. I said, my wife would do anything for me. And I can't be romantic? It stuck with me. I'm like, forget me, Lord. My wife would do anything for me. I'm sure your wife would do anything for you.
Facts.
And I can't be romantic. So I went home and said, hey, can I help you bake cookies? And she looked at me like, what do you mean? I'm like, I want to help you bake cookies. And she was so confused, but she loved it, bro. I said, do you want to watch a romantic movie on Netflix? Even though everything inside me is saying don't. But that's just honestly the thug in me. But she was like, I would love to do that. And she texted me, hey, you want to have sex tonight? That's because of the cookies yesterday, the gesture. So I've learned it starts with me. My marriage will die because of me, not because of her. I have to be more romantic, bro. Parents have to be involved with their kids. They have to be, bro. That's why you have all these kids out here confused and wanting to do these sex changes because their parents are not involved like they should be. Be involved. If you're smart, learn your kid from a young age. What is he like? What is he not like? Make them feel important. Make them feel heard. Apologize when you're wrong. Show them it's okay to apologize. Because in my home, I didn't see that. From my dad, I did. But be that in front of them. So then they're not controlled by this TikTok and Instagram algorithm. I have enough conviction, and I'll end it. I have enough conviction now to when a big booty girl pops up on Instagram, I click not interested. I did that for 2 years. So now my whole algorithm is rap, football, basketball. There's no girls on my algorithm.
Hey, teach me how to do that, deadass, because I don't know how to.
Bro, but I did that because of my dad's convictions and him being in front of me. Him being in front of me.
True words could not have been said.
Dude, just be it, bro.
Like
Stop being a pussy, bro.
I will concede.
For real.
I will concede. Trap and rap, man, just not good for you right now. I concede. I don't think you can. Yeah, man. I don't think you. There's no way to spin it. It's just, man, that genre could have a lot of potential, but, yeah, even rhythm and blues was. I mean, even R&B is that was all about sex and multiple women. I remember R. Kelly and all just craziness. Usher and cheating and.
But then the average American is married and they want to have kids. And then you're telling me I need to have 3 girls.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, it's
You're not good for me, man. You don't care about me because you're talking about that. You don't care about me. That's a whole nother topic. These rappers don't care about us, bro.
I'm gonna show you. You know who Sango is?
No, I don't.
I'm gonna send you some stuff from Sango and Xavier Omar.
Let me know.
I think you would love it. Listen to it in the car when you drive back because you have SoundCloud.
Yeah, I do.
Run it because this. Their whole album. And I'm really curious on what you think. And it's not heavy. Actually, there's some heavy stuff I'll give you.
Yeah.
But I think you'll like it a lot. Armani Graham, thank you so much, man, for joining the show. I just
want to say one thing. What did 50 say in hated to love it, the dogs on top. Coming up, I was confused. My mama kissing a girl. That's the truest thing I've ever heard. That's his first bar he said in that song. Coming up, as a man, I was confused. My mama kissing a girl. I think that's what the average person says if they see somebody struggling with their sexuality. He said he was confused because his mom was kissing a girl. That's what 50 said. And 50 is a multi-millionaire.
Bars.
Successful. I'm not going for all this gender stuff, bro. 50 said he was young, vulnerable, and confused because his mama wasn't doing the right thing in front of him. I'm leaving on that, bro.
Welcome to the black and white edition. Armani Graham. Beanie After Dark. We might have to just keep it like this.
Be a man. Love your wife and love your kids. And love your family and treat people right. And take responsibility when you mess up. Be a man. Take the blame. Be a man.
Good night, guys. Good night. Good night. Good night.